Hey gang, Game Face here, and well, it's Planet Coaster time. It's time for more Planet Coaster. Yeah, so did some building yesterday. Well, I guess some of you know that. I guess if you're not here yet, you don't know that. But and today I want to sort of figure out where the next ride is going to be. I'm picturing it somewhere over here. And where's the first coaster? We're not building big coasters here. We're going to keep this very, very small. We're not going to, like my other coasters would have, like, taken up this whole area. Coaster. But no, we're going to have, like, coaster. It's going to happen like that. That's what it's going to be. But I want to sort of get an idea where the next ride is going to be. And sort of figure that out. I don't know if it's going to be this or this. I'm thinking this. I'm really thinking this. And now the other thing I want to figure out now is how to build it, like a, what would look like a tent. I gotta figure that out. I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out. But yeah, this is the new ride from the anniversary update. So I was thinking I would have that somewhere around here, and then around here I would have an entrance. Well, actually, let's not commit to that yet. Let's clean up this mess I've made. But basically, I would set up something to, you know, go here, there, the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess the first thing to do is I need to not clean up. This can't be here. I have to sort of figure out the scope of the train station that's going here. I already started building it. It was the can't remember. What was it modeled at? It was modeled at, damn, there's got to be an easier way. There we go. Wish I could actually put down path like that. Why can't I just drag path? I can't. Okay, so let's put down this train station so we know where it's gonna go. And then we'll decide what we're gonna do with the where the coaster's going after that. I guess maybe I should put down a path, because if I don't, I will have no idea where the path is going. What are you obstructed by? You're just obstructed by yourself, aren't you? Really? What? No. Okay, I don't understand. Why will you not put path down here? Oh, you will, but coaster. You're trying to make me crazy. Yeah, you. So yeah, we're gonna have to be careful, because all this needs to be exactly the same height. You know, we can come along afterwards and make adjustments to areas around where the pathing is, but the whole the square that the fair is going into will have that, if you know what I'm saying. Will be flat, and then we'll make adjustments after. And still, it wants to do it. It's not like now it started somewhere else doing it. Is there something wrong with you, Planet Coaster? Seriously, I'm not kidding. Is there something wrong with you? I don't know how much more I can say make the terrain all the same height. Okay, let's start right here. Make the terrain without screwing myself, that is, which I can't do. It's like, nope. So that just basically repaints all of my work. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm gonna have to do this like this then. We're gonna have to say, okay, make everything the same height. Are you the same height? You have to be the same height. And it's not. It's not. It's different heights all over the frickin' place. I don't know if I have a choice now. I might have to go right from there. Make that this big now. Hey, Cap! Nathan! Back so soon? Okay, so now I would say, based on this, that all this is the right height. So based on that knowledge, I'm gonna do this. We'll have to come along and fix the other stuff after. Doesn't seem to be moving anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna pretend that everything's all flat again. We're gonna go through the process of putting down our roads one more time. So my day's been interesting. I had a couple of orders in to Amazon. Look how flat that is. Exactly what we want. And of course one of them didn't show up, which is kind of disappointing, being as it's the same carrier that delivered the other one. I don't know why they could get package A here, not package B. I'm gonna blame carrier, because you know it is Purelator, and they're about the worst carrier that you could possibly have deliver anything ever. But I ordered a power bar. It's a Wi-Fi power bar that I'm gonna be able to integrate with my Amazon Echo. Well, Cap, I wouldn't be able to do that right now. Because I'm sort of in the middle of something right now. Normally order off eBay. Yeah, now would not be a good time. So yeah, so I the other thing I ordered, it was actually they're floor lamps, but they look like movie studio lights, with, you know, like movie studio lights. Yeah, it's things that would hang from the ceiling, but they're floor lamps. I thought they looked cool. I needed floor lamps. I ordered those, and because I want them to be turned on and off with my by Alexa, I ordered a power bar. Yeah, one sec. So I ordered a power bar so that I could say, you know, whatever, Echo, turn on the, you know, set the scene for PlayStation, or set the scene for Xbox, and I could have, you know, different lighting for, I could even have set up ones for different games and stuff like that. But I could do that. And this thing came in the mail today. And very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. One, they took 14 pages of instructions, miniaturized it, and printed them on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So all of the screenshots are completely illegible. You can't see anything. There's just, and I took a picture with my phone and zoomed right in to make sure, like, is there something wrong with my eyes? No, there's something wrong with this. All of the screenshots in this are absolutely useless because you can't see any of the writing on it. So, me, who sits in front of a computer all day, develops software, is very technical, and I never have any problem setting anything up. I set up my Echo Plus without even looking at the instructions. It was like basically obvious that this is the way you have to set this up. But this, no. There's no freaking clue as to how you have to set this up. It's driving me insane. And then I get it, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I can set up the app and turn it on and off. But now I want to set up the what's that? Yeah, I don't know, Cap. I don't know if I, like, there's tons of videos out there on the 4-meter method that I'm not good at teaching, eh? My brain is too all over the place to teach people things. I'm lucky I can put together solid sentences. But you know, there's, and I'm not, if you're gonna build coasters, you're probably not best taking advice from me. I'm not good at building coasters. I spend, you know, my thing is I spend 14, 15 hours on a coaster. Teach me. I watch the videos. There's tons of videos out there. I can't, and again, like, you know, like, I don't know. Why? It doesn't work. For one thing, because the problem is Planet Coaster doesn't work. As soon as you do an offset and start doing things with an offset, you can't smooth it anymore anyway, 4-meter or not. So there's a big broken piece in Planet Coaster that needs to be fixed before we can really use these tools. And you know, like, I just can't imagine some of these coasters that people have built. I'm not a computer genius, no. I just work hard at things. I do understand, you know, like, technology and Wi-Fi and all that stuff. But yeah. What GPU? GeForce Titan X. Actually, 2 of them. So, yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, I just find no matter what I seem to do on a coaster, if I build something, the smoothing destroys it. Yeah, I'm relatively good with technology and computers. Okay, but whatever the case may be. Today I'm already like 15 minutes into this thing, and I haven't even stated what I'm doing today. I want to get stuff ready to put in the base of a new coaster, and it's going to be a what is it called? Hop gaps coaster. So it's going to be a really old style coaster. And I don't really know what to do. In order to get that done. That's basically what I'm saying. Now, I am also going to put some little shops in here. But I think our coaster is probably going to start here and go back into here, and it's just going to be in this area here. It's still going to be in a square. It's going to be an old style of coaster. So, I don't think that's a big deal. Why are you not on the ground? Why you insist on being 10 feet under the ground? So I don't think that's a big deal. And, you know, it's going to be rough. Because those coasters are rough. But I do have Discord, Cap. I am on I'm on the Planet Coaster and the Channel 5 channels. When it works. There we go. It works. What is it? Do I have? No, I don't have a Discord channel. No, I don't. What's my ID? Who changed their name to net neutrality? I can't find you. I can't find you, Cap. You know, they really need a search in the friends. Do they realize how many friends I have and it's not a list that I can glance through to find somebody? Like, I got 123 friends on Steam. And there's no way I can find stuff easily here. There we go. I found you. Oh, come on. Okay, so it won't let me send you an offline message, which is really weird. It's like the button just won't work. Right, but it doesn't matter. It won't matter, Cap. Because the button don't work when I'm in a game. I don't know why that is. There, it does. It does. It's hiding it from me. Never mind. Okay, how do I do this? Where the hell is this? Why do they make this so awkward to get to? You know, this is taking too long. I'm gonna have to do this after. I can't do this now. It's taking away from everything. Oh yeah, the Control Shift G, yes. That's definitely a thing that's very useful to know. Okay. Yeah, so oops. Okay, I don't know how going escape from the path does that, but whatever. I ordered, I got this power bar from, so yeah, I'm trying to set this all up. And then, you know, it all, in the whole write-up, it's all about individually controlling each plug on the thing. And then when I get it, it says, but you can only control them all at once with Alexa. With Amazon Echo. So and then I'm like, you know, like basically you sold this to me under false premises. You basically sold this to me by lying. And then actually it's somebody else's product. You just relabeled it and then gave me a photocopy of their instructions that you can't even read. But this is what everything's come to today. Nobody makes anything anymore. They always just relabel things and sell it to you. When you buy a TV, do you know what you're getting? Do you know who made it? Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing other than babbling? I'm babbling a bit. I like how you can just have it be answered to a computer. It can be like your Star Trek computer device. Okay. Am I into Star Wars? I guess so. What's your problem? What's your problem, game? Seriously. Oh, I can't put a track within 16 feet of a... Okay, so half of this is 8 meters across. So half of it is 4 meters. 4 meters is 12 feet. It won't put this track within 12 feet of the road. I should know these things by now. We need a little bit of a downward thing. Why haven't you played? Why not? Yeah, I don't know. I might go see it. Comes out on the 15th, eh? What is the 15th? The 15th of Friday. I don't know. I don't know. Hard to say. I might. Oh, if you did a barrel roll, you'd really have to make sure you had enough force into that, because this isn't exactly this roller coaster can fall out of the track. It's not wrapped around it. It's not attached to it. It's just sitting in a trough with wheels on the left and right side and wheels on the bottom. It won't be different for me because I wouldn't go on the 15th. I would probably wait till the 17th. And I don't think I would go here. I actually think my mother would like to see it. She's a huge Star Wars fan. Probably more so than me. I'm more, you know, Star Trek. Less science fantasy, more science fiction. Of course, I guess that's highly debated. Whether or not Star Wars is science fantasy or science fiction. But being as it works with magic powers, I would say it's science fantasy. Okay, so we're not building this. This is called Leap the... what's it called? Leap the Dips. We are building something inspired by Leap the Dips. I won't Steam. I couldn't even guess. You should really change your name. Sorry. You really should. Because, you know, people from doing streams don't appreciate people advertising while they're doing streams. If anybody's going to run ads here, it's going to be me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Cat. Hopefully that works, what LR said. I know, sometimes Steam doesn't play well with others. Sorry. I know a lot that Steam doesn't play well with others. Okay, so we are gonna try to do something a little more exciting than leap the gaps, but not too much. I know that seems quite tight, but we won't be going that fast. Basically, this will be as fast as this thing goes right here. And if it's going any more than like 18 kilometers an hour, I'm gonna have to change it. I know there's banking. I'm just not going to use it yet. Yeah, see, you know, I don't. That's one thing I don't remember doing when I was in school, was staying up late, and I don't know. I just kind of weird, actually, now that I think about it. That's too high. So got my Christmas gift from work today. It was kind of funny, actually. Me and the owner, actually both the owners of the company. Well, actually, there might be a third owner. I'm not really sure. But you know, basically, these guys I've known for 15 years. We've all worked at the same company previously. So a number of years ago, they started this thing where they gave Christmas gifts every year. And it was just like more of an end of the year bonus, because if they gave us money, we'd have to pay taxes on it. But if they give us individual Christmas gifts, and it's product from, like, you know, somewhere, then we don't have to pay taxes on it, because they're, you know. So that's how they go about the bonus structure, at the company where I work. So today, now, so I don't work at the company where I work. I'm a contractor, so I'm off somewhere else. Both of my bosses, or the owners of the company that I work for, are also on the same contract that I'm on. One of them is actually in charge of the whole thing. So whatever the case may be, they come and give me this bag today, and I didn't open it. I just took it and I shoved it in my backpack and I put it off to the side, and I'm like, okay, this will be a nice surprise for me after work. So I'm sitting there. It's about 3:30. I've got my earbuds on, and I'm actually listening to the Planet Coaster. Hey, that's what we don't have going on. I'm actually listening to the Planet Coaster live stream, I was going to say, soundtrack on Spotify. And my boss comes up and he's asking about, there's this query that he's having some trouble with, or we want to be able to find a way to figure out how to test this query. So, SQL, database lookup. Sorry, I've got to take it down. So we're talking about that, and he says, "Oh, I'm wondering why you're not using your new headphones." And I'm like, "Oh, is that what it is?" Because I was saving it as a surprise. So, insanely enough, this is what they got. Everybody was Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Mark II headphones, which are like insane. Like they're wireless. That's not why it's insane. So yeah, wireless headphones. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I already have wireless earbuds. I own headphones, Jaybird headphones, and they're awesome. Bluetooth wireless earbuds, and I'll never give those up. Some people know I stream. I guess it's common knowledge. We're gonna need to adjust that. I think I'm going too fast. She's all happy. So yeah, I have wireless earbuds that I use. I don't usually use them at work. I just use wired headphones, wired earbuds. But you know, that's what I normally use. So I'm still a little unsure, but I'm thinking it may be time to go and upgrade PlayStation. I can go and get myself that PlayStation Pro that anyone in your school streamed they get picked on? Why? That's like completely ridiculous that people would do that. Wow. Sorry, that just blows me away. It just goes to prove that Slipknot had it right. Aw. I see what's going on. I understand. That's an awfully long, like, single piece of wood. NES. Yeah, I could have got myself on one of those, classics the other day. Somebody I know that works at a place that had them called me and said, "You want one?" And I was like, "Yeah, nah." Of course, hindsight's 20/20, and I almost think I should have got one. What? What? You're kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You have a problem with being that close? Stupid game, you know? Really. That's just absolutely ridiculous. There's a path 12 feet away. Better not. Sorry. I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'll be just fine. I want to know where the logic in of course I just screwed this up and I'm gonna have to keep doing it anyway. I want to know where that logic came from. Where did that decision come from that you can't have a coaster within like 12 feet of a path. Hey Jeffrey, how you doing? Where's the rule that says that? I don't think it's a rule. I think they're just making it up. Good to hear. Okay. So, I guess now we got to figure out if this works. I might have to slow it down in places, but we'll have to watch the speed. I don't really want it going above 20. Hey, Jara. What are you dreaming about today? Owning Planet Coaster still? I'm doing good. I got myself a whole bunch of new toys the last few days. I went and got I've replaced my lighting with a Philips Hue lighting system. What's the problem there, Planet Coaster? Whoa, I'm going way too fast. Hey, Wally! Okay, too fast? Right from the beginning, it's too fast. It starts being too fast about here. So let's go and take everything from here to here and raise it up 6 inches. It didn't move. It's like, nope, we're not doing anything. It didn't move at all. The graphics look... No. No way. No, it looks much better. Are you thinking the coaster itself? It is an old coaster. It's the new one, eh? It's Leap the Gaps, which is based on... No, it's Pop the Gaps, which is based on Leap the Dips in real life. But I do see what you mean. The coaster is definitely a much older style structure. But it is based on a coaster that's like basically a landmark. What's it called? It's in the Fairview Park or Fairmont Park, something like that. And I built a copy of it over here. Like this is what we're basing this on. Whoa, that's been running all along. People are afraid. They're terrified. Oh no, I'm sorry. It doesn't have enough fear. Excuse me, I actually went there. I clicked stop test. I clicked start test. And you were in the middle of the test when I got there seconds later? Weird. But whatever. Well, Nathan, if I don't see you, have a good one. Buy a new GPU. Yeah, it must be the Titan holding me back. So yeah, this is Leap the Dips. Or an approximation of Leap the Dips. Well, I'll still be streaming on the weekend too, Nathan, so you'll have a chance to drop by when it's not midnight. But have a good night. Yes, I know you're here, Wally. Kind of slow going coaster. Okay, bye, Wally. And that last piece shouldn't happen. Okay, so that's what we're basing this on. It's something that is like that, but we're trying to give it a little more life, without making it seem like absolutely deadly. So I'm gonna bring that down a couple degrees. And we're gonna loop it. Go 20. Let's go 38. Let's go 32. 34? Maybe 34. Oh, why do I keep on clicking other pieces of track? It's that whole click anywhere attitude. Your click anywhere attitude sucks. I don't know if that's high enough. Maybe we shouldn't be mixing corners and straightaways. Dangerous. Somebody could get hurt. Excuse me? What do you... What? Have you banned for the word rubbish? What? What's going on? There we go. Get it all lined up. I said get it all lined up, but it's like, no, not us. We're not lining anything up. You know what's bad? Is I might have to do custom supports on this. YouTube bans weird words. I haven't banned any words. What do I have? Wow. Nope, blocked words, none. Okay, here we go. Okay, that last corner was kind of fast. Okay, really? You're actually gonna make me delete it. Oh, and it deleted my other... Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on, Planet Coaster. That's it. Got it right. Exceeds limits. Why does it exceed limits? It's like they're 6 inches away from each other. How can that possibly exceed limits? Oh, I understand. It exceeded the limits because they were brakes. Now I understand. Okay, let's check the whole thing out. See, the weird thing is, all of my account settings are set to allow all comments, allow creator comments. So, Oh, it does have a potentially inappropriate chast match as it is in live. Okay, that makes sense. Notice we're always turning right. I'm never going to make a left turn in this. Still, I feel as though I'm going a little fast at times. We're going to make it a much slower starter. I don't know. It's definitely a slow starter. I should check. We can get a block section in here somewhere, maybe 6. We can have like 6 cars going at once. Because these things are pretty damn slow. But the problem being is you need a straight section. I don't even know if there was a block section, actually, to tell you the truth. Oh, 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 oh! We almost hit 20 miles an hour. Now we're back down to 0. There we go. It's like the airtime of 20 years ago. I mean, 100 years... 20 years ago? The airtime of 100 years ago was like almost stopping. People were like, no! But now, as you can see, we are stopping. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there is block sections. I might even put in some banking here. I know the original didn't have banking, but I'm not building an original. Well, it is an original. It's my original creation. Yes, that's what it is. I think we're good here. Oh, it's gonna get crazy. Oh no, oh no, we're all gonna die. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. I don't think we're gonna make it. Just me, but I don't think we're gonna make it. Let's wait and see. Still moving. Something's moving. What is that? Is the dummy breathing? What's moving? Why is there something moving? The dummies are fidgeting. It's a fidgeting dummy. Wow. I did not know that. Not as dumb as they look. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough oomph. Come on, please, please. Ah! Thank you. It's all I really wanted. Wonder how fast you'd have to do to get this thing to do a full loop. I know you'd have to turn off constraints. I don't know what it would do with drawing the supports. Whoa. Why did it like go like I haven't done any maybe it was maybe there was an accidental banking that occurred there. Okay, we don't have enough fear. Need more fear. I think this will help the fear level. It looks like we're gonna have to break that 20... Whoa, that was not good. Whoa! Crap, I should have done the undos first, because the problem being is I'm going to select that piece of track now, and it's not going to have an angle that I can see. Yeah. The thing is, though, there's nothing compatible with this. Number of cars. Wow, no block sections, nothing. If one of them gets stuck, you know what's gonna happen. The other ones will catch up. Okay, that's no good. It's not that it's no good that we want to get rid of the whole thing. I just want to spread this out further. How? I don't know how you can do that. You see, I don't know how I'm supposed to get anything good here. I don't know how this is even possible. Unless you're making this thing so violent. Like, I would have thought that a coaster like this would have been judged on a different scale, in a way. You can't judge this the same as you can a, you know... Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Can you, like, snap 0, please? No? No snap to 0? How are you like at 9 degrees? You know what? You don't exist anymore. Okay. We're not even going to reach any green on excitement. I shouldn't have put the extra loop in. I should just have left the thing going too fast. I still feel like it's tilting out. See, that seems totally reasonable to me. For what it is, that seems like, okay, you're pushing it a little bit. But it seems that's not the case. No. I see the amount you can bank it is tiny. That's full banking. And it won't even tell me what angle it's at, so... So, like, to hell with you, player. You don't need to know what you're doing. What do you think this is? No limits too? Policy is to keep the player ignorant. Okay. Not terrible. Who said it was terrible? It sucked, but you know what else can I do? I just can't imagine. It doesn't suck. That's not the right word. Okay, let's see if this makes any difference. It's one of those scenarios where you just do a little bit of fine-tuning, a little bit more fine-tuning, and before you know it, you've got to move the lamps because they're hitting people in the face. That was a much better comment. Welcome to the stream, Dubs. The game is fun, yes. Look at that. We almost hit 20 miles. Oh, we're at 20. We're going 20. Uh-oh. 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 Wheels are going to come off and... We really need to watch for negative G. Negative G, bad. Negative G means we die. Vertical G. Because negative vertical G means we've hopped out of the little thing we're sitting in, and the yeah. This needs a little work here, I think. I really think if I did something here, I could make this better. I do. Maybe a little banking in here too. I think what's happening is the insanely low fear is dragging down the excitement. Come on. No. You move. Okay. I do have a number of things on the workshop. The big thing on the workshop would be Pirates Paradise. That would be my theme park. We spent about 300 hours in live streams working on that. Link to the workshop. No link to the... Do I not have a link to the workshop? Oh yeah, if you go down below, there's a bit.ly link to my Steam account, so you can check that out. Things that are going on the workshop are, yeah, by the way, just cause you're new. I'm only doing this because you're new. There's a lot more to this than meets the eye. So let's do a little park tour, because, you know, even I need a park tour now and then. We'll pause the Planet Coaster music in the background, and we will get down at ground level and pretend we're a person. It'll be scarier. Probably will, yes. We'll do reverse banking around the whole coaster. So yeah, this is the spooky park. Pirates Paradise was one thing, and it was designed to look really awesome at night. It was a very complete experience. This is a little bit more open in a way, in the way that I am able to do a lot more stuff. Whereas Pirates Paradise was like, ooh, you gotta do this. Where this is like, oh, you can do any of these things. So, you know, I've got like a Psycho House inspired entrance, a little bit bigger than the Psycho House, with some stores inside. Is one of my entrances. The other entrance is a train station. So, again, we'll go down here. It's I've got, I don't know, is that louder? Is that too loud? That might be better. So there's a lot of sounds in the background. There's like creepy experiences. These are the spider caves. It's weird. The beginning of this sound, the woo 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 and the heartbeat thump 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 thump. I keep on thinking we're gonna kick into Iron Maiden, Power Slave. So yeah, but then we've got, you know, some silliness. You know, we've got Skeleton Pete's. Skeleton Pete is he grows pumpkins. Here he is right now, sitting on his front porch. That's Skeleton Pete. Then there's the Skeleton Pete's pumpkin tree. That's on the workshop. There's a huge story behind it, which is also on the workshop, and you'll find out about Skeleton Pete's cousin, Pumpkin Ed. Pumpkin Ed. Not head. Pumpkin Ed. And then we've got Serenity Towers. Serenity Towers is just a art piece, really. It's just meant to be like creepy and gross, and it is not gross, but you know, creepy and dark and scary. And this is available on the workshop as you see it here, with the sign, everything. You can all pull it apart. I don't care what people do with my stuff. Just don't claim it for your own. And then we have the train station. The train station is, well, my masterpiece. This train station is made up of 16,000 pieces, which is crazy because there's a limit of 4 on the workshop. I can't put this on the workshop. It's just way too detailed. But yeah, this is the train station. This is the you know, waiting area, and then there's the covered platform, which is this. So this is the train station. Other things in the works. We have a full theater in the works. You can't really see it, but if it was 5:30, you'd be able to see it. There's no lighting yet. All I've got right now is basically built up to the stage. I still have to work on balconies and all that stuff. But, you know, we've got a theater that seats 300. It doesn't actually seat 300. People can't get down there. But they can come in and buy snacks. Which you can't do in a real... Well, I guess you can now. Yeah, you can go into the theater and go to the concession and buy snacks without a ticket. And information. So that's that. Then there's the Haunted Gothic Mansion. Which is, again, in the works. It's going to be a mansion. It's going to be haunted. It's going to be gothic. So right now I've got the ride in place. I've got some stuff around. I've got, you know, some things decided, some things not decided. There's going to be a door there. We're not going to pop through a wall. You know, some work there. I have put together the library. There's some doors, but the doors suck. So the doors really suck because, you know, there's 3 cars on this train, and it closes the door before the last one gets through. The doors suck. So this is the library. It's an okay experience so far. I'm still working on it, of course. There's piles of books on the. There's even books floating there. But I have to put books in. I've got to fill up all these shelves. There's just so many little details that need to be done, and I will eventually get to them. But yeah, there's things that need to be fixed and stuff like that. So this is the library. You know, it doesn't look too shabby. I'm quite happy with it. And then there is, after we get through the library, we come back down the stairs, we go down the spiral of death. It's not really a spiral of death. The spiral never hurt anybody. And then we find our way down into the dungeons, and I don't know what's going to be here, but I do know that there's like a weird portal thing going on here, and then suddenly we'll be in the future. Just for a moment. And the cars will come through here, we'll get to take a look around and see what's going on, and then we'll be chopped into little cubes and sent back to the past. And that will wrap up our experience on the Haunted Mansion. As you can see, I've only done 2 rooms so far. Sorry, I shouldn't call it the Haunted Mansion, because I already have a Haunted Mansion. There's the house from Resident Evil 7. Not done. This is an experiment I ran. I did this because I felt I was going too far with things, and I wanted to see how much I could build with 4,000 pieces. And it turns out I can build quite a bit with 4,000 pieces. I don't have to do these crazy things like this thing. And by the way, that whole 4,000 pieces, I call it the campus, that's all available on the workshop. This 16,900 that doesn't need to be there. 16,906 pieces for this train station. So it's getting a little out of hand. But, you know, usually I don't build rides or blueprints. I build parks. I build entire worlds. And that's what I choose to upload to the workshop. And that's why Pirates Paradise is, like, you know, my masterpiece so far. When I'm done, of course, this is going to be my masterpiece. Oh, I should put down the train station. Where's my, the Budapest Western Station that I started building? Why is there 2 of them? Oh, that's my campus, and my campus uploaded to the... Okay. Here we go. Here's the Western Station. Okay, so our train station's going to be here. That train you see there will not be in this train station. I'll also be building some type of second floor. Somehow. I don't know how it's going to work, but it's probably going to. Probably. Okay. Right now, though, we have a coaster to build. But oh, if anybody, like, also, this is also available in the workshop. I should just throw one down and we'll... Let's change this back to 6:30. This is also available on the workshop. Haunted... Is this workshop? Upload to workshop. View on workshop. Okay, so this is the upload to workshop version. Which, of course, is the only version. Okay, so... This is in a park called Adventureland, which I'd never uploaded. There's paths that go all around here. But the bottom line is, what just happened? Hello? It just disappeared, and there's no undo. Okay. Let's see here. Well, okay, so, I'm just to warn you, Zubs, you're gonna have some problems, dude. And I'll explain that in a second. So this is the haunted house. This is my original haunted house before anything, before the workshop. Sorry, not before the workshop. Before I did any full park, this was in my biggest park actually, which I'm never gonna upload because it's just a hodgepodge of stuff. Hey, Arminius. Arminius? I mean, Arminius. Oh, Germanian. Uh-oh. The world's gonna come to an end, because I don't have coffee. You know, there's certain limitations back here with the parts that you had and what you could actually do in a dark ride when it came to spookiness. You only had so many parts, so, you know, a lot of spooky places had pirate stuff in them and stuff like that. It just didn't really belong. So yeah, I did what I could with the stuff that I had at the time. There's supposed to be a lot more flashing lights going on and stuff like that, but... Oh, this is an old version. Oh no, this is right. This is right. So that was the original haunted house. So it was okay. I'm not gonna scream and shout about it. It's not going to be anything like the Haunted Gothic Mansion. This thing's going to be huge. But I was just going to talk about your pier plans, Zubs. Because I'm just thinking you may have some issues. I've got a few saves. I've got 81 saves of Pirate's Paradise. I'm on the 50th save of Something Scary. And Adventureland has 135 different live streams. Yeah. So this thing here that I'm going to load is my park that I have on the workshop. I don't know why I'm loading all this stuff up now. Just because I really... I don't know. I should be building my coaster. But for some reason... I don't know. Don't feel like it. Oh well, what can one do? You can only do what you want. You'll be happiest if you do the things that give you the most enjoyment. Sorry, I'm looking at these instructions. This is what they call customer service these days. Stealing other people's products, photocopying their instructions, and calling them your own, and they don't even give you proper instructions that a human could read. It's been miniaturized so much that this is 14 pages of instructions shoved onto an 8.5. I'm gonna quit complaining. Sorry, I'm not really complaining. I'm just waiting for Pirates Paradise to load up. So this is Pirates Paradise. This is my masterpiece. Is it my masterpiece? No, it's not. It's my expert piece. Sorry, it's what got me my status on Channel 5. So basically, this is a theme park. Calm down. Calm down? Yeah. So this is a theme park. We're gonna ride the rides. But basically it's a very highly detailed theme park with wires, lighting, and all the cool stuff. Tunnels, there's underground areas. You know, believe it or not, all this ties in together. You know, even like the details, like this is the things they missed in when Channel 5 did it. You know, like this thing's all steep coal powered, and there's, you know, I should have actually tied up the gears all to the thing running, but you know, there's a huge amount of detail in here. Okay, so the pier plan. Let me show you the pier in this park. Here's the mall, the underground mall, with all the little stores in it. There's even stores for rent. I get out to my wooden coaster here. And see, the problem is when you build the pier, and I guess it depends on how you build it. If you build it out of what's really buggy? See, like this is what you mean, like having stuff out on like a pier like this. But you'll see what I have to do in order to do this, eh? In order to have a store there and have people walk on it, I needed to have this land. Otherwise, I could not get a path out here, and I couldn't get people to go to the store. So that was a huge problem. But the only way I was able to solve it was to put... Hey, Mr. Heinrich, how are you doing today? So yeah, that's the only way I could get that to work. Now, that's if you want to build your own style of boardwalk. I'm guessing you could get it to work using built-in, like, path as your platform. But yeah, this is Pirates Paradise. This was the last one. I keep on coming back to this and going and wishing I was at this point. You want to take a ride on my coaster? Okay, so I'm gonna give it. I'll give you the run through, and I'll let you decide which coaster you would like to try. So we've got Sinister Steel. Why Sinister Steel? That's not right. Okay, you know what? That's not right. I don't know where these numbers come from, but this is not what Sinister Steel looks like. It's not an 8.2 fear. So it's running a test right now. We also have Curse of Cthulhu. 7.93, 6.02, and 1.5. And then we have Malevolence. Malevolence is 7.6, 6.6 fear, 6.6, and nausea of 3. So all these coasters just push the limits totally. Yes, I saw. Yes. I just called them flying coasters. I call inverted coasters flying coasters. Don't know why. Always been that way. Okay, there we go. 9.17, 7.6. It should be 9.47, but whatever. Let's ride it. Let's ride it. So this is Sinister Steel. It is very fast, very scary. There's like some people were here when I built it, and that was our goal, was something fast and high excitement and medium fear and medium nausea. We like pushing the limits was what we wanted to do here, and that's what we did. There we go. Why are we going? There we go. We're going. Yay, us! So pushing the limits is really what we tried to do with this coaster. That was the goal. Probably could go a little slower, but I don't think it would have the same effect if it went slower. And the transitions out of the prefab parts are awful. And that is Sinister Steel. Sorry, everybody's heard me say that a lot. And I apologize to people who have seen this a million times, but I don't know. I can't help myself. So the next thing I'm going to look at is Malevolence. Malevolence, how did we build Malevolence? Malevolence was built from the path path out. Oh, and this is another thing they missed on the Channel 5 thing, was the generating station, where I actually, you know, make it look like I'm generating power, steam power, for all these lights. And then, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. Now it's 9:45 at night, and this world is just starting to pop right now. This is the way Pirate's Paradise is supposed to look. You're supposed to go in here, into this world, and it's supposed to be all lit up. You know, you can go straight through here, and it's all natural lighting. There's no floodlights to you know, drown everything out. I only used floodlights where I could hide them, and they were absolutely needed, like in the tunnel here. There was no need to have it absolutely dark in here. But I loved the natural lighting of this. Malevolence started as a build out from here. Like, you can see that there's things that just aren't complete. Damn, I should have, like, if I could use spooky content in here, this would have been another thing. Like, I even forgot to put the ground in there. So there's a big, huge, you know, path to all this. A coaster of me. So, you know, even lighting, I didn't finish all the lighting. There's stuff that other people can do in the park, for sure. But, here is Malevolence. Now, Malevolence is very well seen, would be the best way to put it. Now, I'm not going to say some tunnels you go through aren't tight to your head, and things like that. I'm not going to say that isn't the thing. I'm going to say I don't care. I'm going to say that. Nobody hits their head on anything, or their arms for that matter, but they're, you know, they flail their arms when they're afraid. But it is a scary ride. but nowhere near as scary as... Actually, it's not. It's a great ride. It's not scary at all. Ah, come on, Planet Coaster. You'd think with a Titan X behind you, you'd be able to do this. No! So it's double launched. So we launch, we go through the side on the island, we come back across to the other side, and then we launch again, and we do all this stuff on this side of the on the main island. But you know that was one thing. But you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna ride that again, but in the light, because it's just so much. There's just so much to see, and we're not gonna see it riding it. Like, that's one thing. We're not gonna see it riding it. We're just going to, you know, somewhat experience what's going on here. So here we go, and as you can see, it's very, very detailed in all aspects. All of the supports, except for the ones going in the water, are customized. Big uprights and big wooden supports, just because I felt it was ideal. It also like rides the terrain in a lot of places, so I like that was fun. So as you can see, when it becomes a lot more windy and loopy on this side of the island. And that, I built this, and I laid this down next to it, and built the track. When we started the track, there was no island, so I came through. I came through here and did all this. Basically built the island underneath the coaster, and then came along and scened it. But yes, this is like my ultimate, my masterpiece of scenery is this whole island. All of it is very carefully, like just you know, like everything is a screenshot. You know what I mean? Like everywhere you stop, it's like, oh, I want to get a screenshot of that. Oh, I want to get a screenshot of that. Like that was basically the goal. Everything is a screenshot. I sound like I'm boasting, but you know, I am quite proud of my work, I will say. This is not my first park though. So our next coaster is the Curse of Cthulhu. It's awesome. Like stats wise, it's just great. And by the way, for those of you who want to go and grab this for yourself and give it a thumbs up, there's a link to the Steam URL. You can go check it out. So this coaster is basically my wooden coaster. That was the plan. Hybrid, steel, and wood was the plan for Pirates Paradise. 3 coasters. The flat ride was sort of a bonus. I wanted something to put in that cave. It was awesome. And it wasn't a small coaster. Because small coasters didn't really fit Bill that well. So, you gotta do the figure 8. And then pull up behind me. And I should be able to go right about now. So, the one complaint I have, and everybody else has of this coaster, is the lamps are too close to people's heads. Yeah, they are. Oh well. Change them. I'm not very, you know, I'm not like you can complain about it, or you can realize that all the other work that went into the park, and you know, why pick out the fact that the lamps are a little low when there was 300 hours of work in the rest of the park. I like this coaster. I really like this coaster. I think this coaster fits this world better than any of the other coasters in this world. I think Malevolence is nicer seen, but this belongs, if you know what I mean. It's a pirate coaster. It's not a pirate coaster, but it feels as though it fits the bill. It fulfills its purpose better than Sinister Steel or Malevolence. But that is the Curse of Cthulhu. And yeah, you know, everything in this world is made to just be exceptionally exceptional looking at night. That's the one thing. Windows, lighted windows. So there's a lot of things I made up and figured out how to do myself when I built this. Like you can see, this is just not something you normally see, or that you'd never see until the spooky pack. I have to admit, I didn't make up how they're lighted, but I didn't make up the fact that you could light windows in Planet Coaster. That I saw a picture of something with a light in it. I'm like, I can figure out how to do that. So yes, this is Pirate's Paradise, and I just don't know how I can outdo this. So hence I have a train station with almost 17,000 parts. And you know what? What's really kind of sad, in a way? Not sad, but revealing. Let's just not say sad. So if I go and select every single piece in Pirate's Paradise, I think there's 70,000 pieces. I think we're already at past 50 in Something Scary. It's still selecting all the pieces. It takes a while. It's kind of slow sometimes. So yes, if anybody, I really appreciate thumbs up on the Steam Workshop. That would be awesome if you enjoy the park. It's hard to get anywhere on the Steam Workshop. I've had a lot of help getting it to the point it's at right now. Come on, Planet Coaster. There we go. 73,475 parts. And that was my second theme park. My first one, Adventureland, we don't talk about. It's not true. Actually, you know what? I want to. There's a coaster I want to ride. I'm loading Adventureland. I don't care. Where's the haunted house build? There we go. Adventureland haunted house fix. This fixed the haunted house. I want to go ride the old mill and the What would you do with Adventureland though? Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Tell me why. Because I'm afraid. The thing is, I could put it up on the workshop, but there's, like, I'm gonna get ridiculed for it because it's so incomplete. I think that's the big problem with it, is it's so incomplete. Like, there's yeah, there's stuff like I don't have lights in everywhere. I can't believe I missed the lights in the queue though. That I can't believe in Pirates Paradise. But you know, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. It's like Pirates Paradise. If people remember, like I don't know, some of you guys might have been here when I started it. But Pirates Paradise was a build where I said, I'm going to build an island. It's going to be pirates. There's going to be 3 coasters. You know, 1 wood. They're going to be big coasters. They're going to be epic. They won't be little compact. They'll be massive coasters. The kind of thing that you don't generally have 3 in a park of, unless they're like one of these monster parks, like, you know, yeah. So, I think that's what Pirates Paradise came from. But the skills to build Pirates Paradise came from spending 480 hours working on Adventureland. So Adventureland has right from like, oh, everything's square on flat ground, to the point where I'm like, oh, you can change the world. You can paint the world. You can draw the world. But this, let me scroll out. This is Adventureland. It's big. It's huge. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coasters. 12 coasters. It's a monster. Take some of my miniature creations. You mean buildings that don't have a million parts? Okay, so you know, like the big things in Adventureland, of course, are the haunted house. Whose park is this? This is my park. This, you can go watch. You go back and watch the videos. It's all documented. These were the first things I laid down in this park, right here. This has not been changed since day 1. Okay, so let's go on a ride. This is the first coaster that was built for this park that still exists. I built 4 coasters before this. I tore them all down. I had some help with this. Thanks, Epic Failure, for your help. Not right now. He only does this once in a while. But yes, it was very difficult for me at first, even though I'd ridden hundreds of coasters in No Limits 2. I've never ridden a real coaster. They're just not accessible to me. Where I live, the closest is 2,000 kilometers away. So I'll probably go next summer. But yeah, so this was my first coaster. It's not perfect. It's ideal. And this is where I started to learn how to properly style things too. But I didn't do a very good job. You know, it's okay. It's not marvelous. But you know what? That's the thing. This is where I've made my mistakes. What I need to do here is, you know, I need to take this and this and this and all this stuff, and I need to upload those things to the workshop. They're less than 4,000 pieces. So the next big build, you know, like there was tons of stuff here. Like we got gingerbread area, we got train stations, we got gingerbread train stations, we've got, you know, covered hyper coasters. But this, come on. No. This was the next coaster. This is called the Red Rock Miner, or the Red Rock Mine Runner. The sign says the broke mine. It's just because it keeps breaking. That's the only... Come on, are you broken now? Are you freaking broken? Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this was my second coaster that stayed in the park, I think. Except for that spinny coaster. I'm much better at hybrids now. I understand more of what a coaster should be. I did that. This was my first attempt at a hybrid. And you know, the stupid thing was, is I think I spent too much time fighting with it and trying to make it more exciting. And I think that's my big problem. You know, when it came to Call of Cthulhu, I mean Curse of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu, of course, is a story by H.P. Lovecraft. It's also a song by Metallica. But yes, it not actually. It's the thing that should not be is. Oh no, the Call of Cthulhu is the instrumental. The thing that should not be is a. Never mind. So yeah, there was that. It's a thing. I do know I'm on track cam, yes. The funny thing about Planet Coaster, a lot of the rides seem awfully rough when you're not. So the other one I want to ride is this. This is one of my favorites as well. This is the Old Mill. Now, the Old Mill was more about. This is why the Old Mill is my favorite. This was a real learning experience for me building all this stuff. And that's what happened was I built the Old Mill and I came through and I worked on the riverbank here. And I tried to make this as real as possible. And it came out pretty good. And then I got carried away and then I started doing it all. And then I had to make all of it as real as possible. And I at this point, I'm not great at that. Like, it's okay, but it's nothing like Pirate's Paradise when it comes to details. Like, you can go down here and go, yeah, I can see you put some work into that. You know, there's some rocks, there's some lily pads. As I got further down, I started to diversify a little better and become better at it. But it's not anywhere near the level of Pirate's Paradise when it comes to stuff like that. And the same with the coaster. This is my favorite coaster here, but my favorite coaster is probably still Sinister Steel or Call of Cthulhu. Or Curse of Cthulhu. I still like what I did here. I really thought that was great. Back at the time. But overall, it was just a really, really fun build. In this case, I built the scenery. I built from the path up to the track, and then did some extra scenery now. So you know, you can tell my banking's not as good as it was in the newer tracks. So I'm just learning. Getting my feet wet, learning what it's all about. Really fast double downward helix, another downward helix going the other way, and then really fast, and just bring it up and in. Actually, you know, this is like this too. I can't say that this is a bad ride. But you can see it's not... Because what happens is you focus on the... instead of focusing on the track, you're focusing on the movement difference between the car and the track, and you feel like it's shaking. Well, it is. Yeah. So this took me 480 hours. This was a 500-hour park. But as you can see, you know, yeah, I've got things complete around here. There's some stuff that needs some work in here. But again, I did, Martin. I did. I should show you. So, like, this is also where I started to get carried away with things. Like, for instance, just look at this building. Isn't it just, like, weird compared to other stuff in Planet Coaster? And the reason it's weird compared to other stuff in Planet Coaster is because this is 6,674 pieces for this one building. And I had to fake it. Because I couldn't put pieces on the back because, you know, I didn't finish it. It didn't fit. Obviously this makes a lot more sense than what you saw in the other one with paths and seems to be a fire in the backyard. And stuff like that. One thing I had a lot of problems with was water rides. You know, eventually I built this monstrosity of a log flume. It works. But again, you'll notice there's no epic stations. There's nothing massive when it comes to coaster stations or anything like that. Ooh. I haven't wrote this in a while. This is what was going to be my Giga Coaster, and I came up 20 feet short. It is my Hyper Coaster. And actually, Martin, we did a little bit more than... I shouldn't say I laid the groundwork. I actually put down most of that coaster. So, yeah. Gonna have to go take a look at that right away. I think. Oh. Oh, and there's a fireworks show in this thing, too. It's 60% finished. Again, it's one of those things. I actually found their sequencer is awful. Shouldn't be used for sequencing fireworks. So yeah, this is the Hyper Coaster. Again, not my best work at all, but it's fun. It's fun to build. I didn't spend 18 hours on it like I did Sinister Steel or anything like that. Sinister Steel might have taken longer than that. A lot of the coasters in Pirates Paradise took a long time, like 20-hour plus coasters. Especially like, you know, Malevolence. That was easily 40, 50 hours of work on Malevolence and the world around it. So that was the Hyper Coaster. There's one other thing. Oh, we've got dueling coasters here too. There's these. They race each other. There they go right now. The blue one should come along right away. There's a volcano with lava blowing. You know, like I said, just getting my feet wet, just learning my way around this thing. You see these coasters coming now. Because they basically duel. And then, blue's on the inner. Oh, blue's just like that much short. That was fun. And then we went over here. And then I start building the sci-fi area of the world. Which again had a very, you know, sterile feel to it. You know, which is what I was going for. Then I went and screwed it up. This coaster is what basically brought an end to this entire park. This coaster was an awful building experience. And that's because everybody was dicks. So, let's take a look. Let's go back where we belong. Oh, yeah, there's also, this is another thing that's on the workshop. Can you move? Thank you. This is, quantum singularity. Where there's actually a ride in here. In this dome of space. And, yeah, that's quantum singularity. You can get that in the workshop. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. What did I do? What, the edge on the water here? Like all this stuff? It's just... that's all it is. There's path underneath for people to walk on. Same. Just covering stuff. Okay. There's also a tunnel through there. That was my first tunnel. I wonder what time Best Buy is open till. So, oh, I forgot to click OK. Yeah, that's sort of my history of Planet Coaster. That's where how I got to where I am today. I'm almost at 1,000 hours. Like that. You know. So I don't know. So now we're quickly going back to, what is it? It's called Something Scary. One last ride here. Well, good night. Thanks for coming by the stream. I hope you can make it again. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so that you can get notifications. I do this every day, so yeah, every day. I know. Okay, so we're almost at 70,000 parts for this thing. Excuse me. But here is the coaster. That didn't stop test. You know, when I click stop test, you stop the test. When I click start test, you start the test again. I shouldn't end up in the middle of things. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. So here we go. This is the new coaster. It's not done. But hey, at least it started. Obviously, lighting, nothing has been done other than general layout. Corners need to be fixed. No one ever said it was perfect, but it definitely feels, it sort of feels like the old leap the dips. Or leap the gaps, or hop the dips. Hop the gaps, or leap the dips. I don't know. But yeah, that's it, Martin. That is what I got laid out today. Then we did some roads and stuff, but that's about it. And I am going to leave this here today. We're going to wrap this up. So you can see that it's somewhat coming together. You can almost see what we're going for here. I'm going to put some shops in on this side to fill this in. I'm actually thinking of swapping these around so they go one way then the other. So an exits lead to entrances of other rides. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I am going to leave this here and look forward to another live stream tomorrow. And until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.